Nah, but let's take it right to Plicker's Spotlight Story. If you don't know, that's when we take it to I shine a light on a subject, a topic, something that I feel needs a light shown on it. And female rappers, that's what I kind of want to talk about. It was something that made me think about it, catching up with Spec. We haven't spoken to each other in a couple of weeks on this platform. But Cardi B and Offset apparently seem to have gone their separate ways. And it made me really feel like, I don't know why this one in particular, because a lot of rumors of infidelity came up, whether they've been founded or unfounded, have come up. And it just really made me feel like I don't like that the artists that are at the top of in the black community, right, or the Hispanic community, whatever Cardi B identifies as, they're getting cheated on, they're getting done wrong, and it's like, but they get back with these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, what message does that send to the kid who's like super impressionable, right, male or female, when they see that, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I don't have to respect the bounds of a relationship if I know I'm gonna get right back. Or from a girl perspective, she's like, well, Cardi B gets cheated. You know how many times I heard girls say, even Beyonce gets cheated on? I'm like, that's terrible. I was like, I don't know if that's a good thing to be, you know what I'm saying? And I guess with me is I also want to give these artists grace, right? I want to be like, a Beyonce, she's a human being. Like, she can't control she gets cheated on. Right. But it's also, and this is more in the case of a Cardi B, it's like, once you get, like, at least Beyonce made an album out of it. But, like, well, Cardi B is, like, we found out on Live, right? I think she came out and said, I was trying to, like, not really tell y'all for a while, but I've been single for a while. You know what I mean? I didn't really know how to let y'all know. And it's like, I think with me, it's like, if you're going to be an open book like that, you got to stand on business. You know, because it could be the other side of it. You could be getting done wrong behind closed doors. Nobody really has to know this stuff. But it's like, when you put this out here for us all to see, it's like, I don't want to put it in a position where it's like, well, now you got to be Coretta Scott King. Now you got to be Michelle Obama in the sense of you got to handle yourself like the top women that we look at in society. But I also want to be like, don't steer the next generation in the wrong.
So what do you? Direction. So are you saying, like, in terms of taking him back, or just putting it out there? Like,
no, I think she could put it out there. I don't have no problem. But stand on business. I don't want it too much from now that we see. I would like to see y'all because they have a family. But if you know that this is a recurring situation, they know their situation better than I do. I want to be a happy family. But if it's not healthy, if it's not a great thing, they're all people of means. It's not like their kids is gonna go without just because they don't live in the same house. So if it's a situation where you're not getting the respect that I think you deserve from your significant other, that you're getting from fans, that you're getting from people who don't even know you. Yeah, I don't think it sends the greatest message to get back in that situation. Or, on the other end of it, if you... And I've cheated on people. I've been cheated on. You know what I'm saying? None of us are immune. You might want to get back with that person. But then it's like, don't be out there like that. Don't put it...
Like on some, like...
Anytime something goes bad, now I'm hopping on the live. You know what I mean? Because now it's like... You are a role model whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people are following that. And... Also, you're not putting out no music. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that to me is the biggest thing. Like, at least if all this was going on and you was putting out music throughout it, like, that's why I said I got to give Beyonce some grace. She took her tragedy and turned it into content. You know what I'm saying? And ate off of it. You know what I'm saying? So at least it's like, all right, there's a silver lining at least kind of in this whole thing. But it's like, Cardi, you ain't putting nothing out. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And what's going like that, and that too, like what? Shout out, speaking of female rappers, shout out to Nicki Minaj. And in the time that we spoke, and she's dropped an album.
Oh, did she?
Oh yeah,
I didn't even know that. I'd listened.
Good. Okay. Bro, it came out number one. It's got some.
When did she drop?
I want to say it wasn't Black Friday because I know that was the original.
In November?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Black Friday. That was the original date. I think was going to be.
Okay.
And then something with like Wayne's album was coming out and. I think she had pushed it back. So I believe it came out December 11th. I'm looking at Apple Music
mid-December.
Right now. Yeah. But Pink Friday too. And she's got some bangers on there. She came out at number one. You know what I mean? And I respect Nicki. One, because she set another record too. She's the first artist with first rap female artist with 3 number one albums.
Okay.
Foxy Brown was the original record holder. or previous record holder, I should say, and she surpassed her with the third album coming out. But no, it's like Nicki's record after record after record, you know what I mean? Like, and not, I don't mean just dropping records, I mean setting records, you know what I'm saying? With first woman, female artist to do this, first da. So it's like, I respect Nicki in the sense that it was like, yo, when it's go time, it's go time. Like, we putting content out. And I don't want to make it a Nicki versus Cardi thing, because I think that's cliche to do. But in the sense of, we started this conversation about Cardi, it makes me wonder, like, can Cardi do it?
Well, not with Nicki. I mean, they're two different, if you ask me, they're two different type of artists, even though they both are rappers. Like, I look at Nicki, and like Nicki's a rapper, like, you know, bars.
Yeah.
Whereas Cardi, I feel like she puts out, I mean, whenever she decides to put out music, is good. It's, you know, but I don't I don't compare anybody to Nicki. Because I do believe at this point, Nicki's been around for over a decade. I mean, even longer than that. No, she came out like, what, 2009 or 2010? Like,
I saw Nicki Minaj up here in Albany, probably like 2009, 2010.
Right, yeah. So, I mean,
popping, I think, a little bit.
And she's been, on, as far as I'm concerned, on top ever since.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't compare them to. And so, you know, but as far as, you know, what we was talking about and being, I do believe, you know, in all entertainers, sports figures, unfortunately, it's not your choice, but you are a role model, right? People do look up to you, whether you like it or not. So, but on a personal level, and if I was in that position, I would be somewhat cognizant of the fact that I am a role model and the example that I'm trying to set. But I'm also, you know, Charles Barkley said back in the early 90s, don't listen to me. I'm not a role model.
I was just about to ask who did that campaign. That was Charles. Okay.
And I also mess with that. Like, I don't believe, and back to Beyonce, because Thalia and I, you know, have spoken about this before, because she was like, you know, think about the example that she's setting for all these girls when she took Jay-Z back. And I'm like, well, one, the heart wants what the heart wants.
Wait, so she doesn't think that she should have took him back? Or she doesn't?
Yeah, she was just like, I don't know why. Like, she don't need him for anything. You know, she got her own money, you know.
But they're married, though.
Well, they are married.
Yeah.
But it just speaks to the whole, oh, you get cheated on no matter who, you're supposed to leave that dude, or you're supposed to leave. And no, one, the heart wants what the heart wants. Two, people can change. And three, people do deserve second chances. And four, again, I don't believe, at the end of the day, what I eat don't make you shit. And so you can't live your life for the fans. You can't live your life for what are they going to think of me, or things. You have to at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. And so you have to do what makes you happy at the end of the day. This life is too short to be worried about what everybody else is thinking.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so
100%. So like, yeah, you just said that. I thought it, like, if Beyonce would have went the other way, or if a Cardi B, you know what I'm saying, would have went the other way and just been like, I'm not one fuck up, I'm done, right? The fans ain't gonna give you a pat on the back for leaving. They gonna, you know what I mean? They probably still might be hating on something, you know what I mean, about you. So it's like, you do got to do what you got to do for yourself, and it sucks because we're in such a society where these people are putting you on a pedestal that you probably don't even want to be on.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I should be allowed to. If something happens in my private life, you know what I'm saying, I should be allowed to navigate that without the judgment of the public. Now, when you put it out there for everyone to see, all right, you know what I mean, it does kind of, you can't take that stance, you know what I mean? But no, I don't, they're rappers. Whether they're, you know what I mean, it sucks.
And it's all about expectation setting.
But no, I think with female rappers, for some reason, like, we expect a male rapper to be like a rock star, be a little crazy, be going out. Like, who is he supposed to be a role model for? Like, we're not asking them.
No, they're not role models.
Nah.
By another stretch of imagination.
It's like, but then we don't
hold the females to that same standard.
Yeah, we're like, oh, she's rapping about sex all day. Like, all right, like.
So do the men.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Why she can't rap about nothing other than tits and ass? You know what I mean? But so we do got to give the female rappers, and in 2023, the female rappers
they made hell yeah, like. fucked with the female rappers.
There was not a hip hop artist at number one until Latto did that song with the homie from what's that? The K-pop band. Why can't I remember their name right now? You know what I'm talking? His name is Jungkook though. Why can't I remember their BTS. And then I believe Doja Cat had the first album. Yeah, that went number one, and then now Nicki, you know what I mean, rounding the year out. So yeah, the women is holding down. And shout out to Doja too. Doja's another one that like spits. Yeah, like she and like that's the thing too. I do wish the women could get away from like always having to talk about sex, and not that Doja Cat doesn't talk about sex, but it's not raunchy excessively. It's raunchy when she wants it to be, but it's like cleverly done. I don't know how to explain. She's a great songwriter, so it's just like it doesn't seem like a gimmick. It doesn't seem like that. Whereas I don't really know how nice Ice Spice. I like Ice Spice, but I couldn't get in a barbershop argument.
I would say most female artists will fall in that category that you say gimmick. Mm-hmm. But there are ones that really spit.
They don't get the push.
They don't get the push unless they package it with sex.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like Nicki, I think she's done the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Like she spits. Ain't no question about that. And she's sexy.
Latto's, I think, is the next one up.
Latto, yep.
Yeah, she came in with the big energy, which she had to, but she got bars when she needs them. You know what I'm saying? And I think if she stays on the trajectory and she's also like, she's kind of like bubbling on the low though. Like, you know what I'm saying? While other people are getting all the accolades, I feel like she's getting like Billboard awards and like little things where no one really knows them. Before you know it, be like, yo, Latto got the da-da-da song. Latto got this many, right. You know what I mean? So I think, yeah, if you keep an eye on Latto, I think she definitely, how you feel about Megan Thee Stallion after the year she had?
I mean, I've never really listened to an album of hers. Mm-hmm. And so I hear the singles that are on the radio, and I mean, I haven't really heard much recently from her.
Since the Tory stuff, right? Yeah.
Right.
You think that she'll be able to? Because she was pretty big before.
No. I think she will be able. Because I seen a commercial that she was in. It has something to do with football.
Was it Nike? I know she had a Nike thing going on at one time. She's very.
No, I feel like she's gonna be fine.
Yeah, because
she just needs to drop another album.
Yeah.
And I think
I think the people that mess with her, they're gonna mess with her. Like, I don't know how many dudes. A lot of dudes turned on her with the story thing. Like, I think that's stupid. If you get shot, you get shot. Like,
I think they just initially didn't believe it all because most people didn't believe it.
I still don't believe it all. But also, but something happened to her.
Right.
At the end of the day.
But I think after the trial, people started. Yeah, I mean, he probably shot her.
It's not looking great. Yeah.
And all of that, but she'll be fine. 2024, I think, will be a good year for her.
You think so? I don't. Yeah. See, like with her. I'll give her a little more leeway. I really think Cardi is nice. I just don't think Cardi could carry a song. I think Cardi needs a feature, or Cardi as a feature is going to be great because she only has to give 16. But I think to carry a song, hook, verse, I don't know if she has that necessarily. Could do that without a Megan Thee Stallion on the track, or without.
I mean, so it's been so long since her first album. I don't even really remember
that many songs with just her, right? Like,
well, I don't remember any of the songs except for like Bodak Yellow. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. Like Cardi, she can carry a song, but it's. I'll compare Cardi to maybe like I don't want to say French Montana.
But why would you say that?
No, what I'm saying, because like for him also, like he's not somebody that got bars, and also musically he's not. I mean, he doesn't come out with albums like that, mm-hmm. but he'll drop a single. He'll do features. Yeah. He's great on hooks, and every once in a while he'll do a full length song. He ain't dropping bars, but it's still a song, and it's gonna get play. I feel like
is it Bronx rappers?
She is from the Bronx.
The conspiracy.
Hey, you never know.
Nah. Shout out to the BX.
I mean, they know how to get to the bag. They ain't gonna be there. They know how to get to the bag.
We'll say that with Cardi too. I think we saw the stat like not too long ago that her OnlyFans is like one of the top ones. Her and Iggy Azalea are like top earners on OnlyFans. So if you figured out a
she's
way,
an entertainer. I'll put it. She's an entertainer. She ain't gonna give you some crazy bars. She's not gonna be a singer, but she's entertaining as a whole. You know, people like her IG. She's out there, like. Yeah,
you're right.
So she's an entertainer.
She's like a less messy, more talented Blueface. If that makes sense. It sounds like I'm trying to diss her, or I'm trying to diss, and I'm not trying to diss any of them.
No, I mean, because they're both known.
It's the antics outside of music, and not antics is the wrong word, but it's the stuff that happens outside of music.
Yeah, it's not the music.
Yeah, it's not like you have to drop an album to keep that buzz going. That buzz is going. It'd be nice.
That buzz has been going forever without music.
It probably could be bigger if you sprinkled some albums in there, but you don't need it because it's obviously the buzz is buzzing. People still want to pay.
And if you don't have bars like that, you don't want to try and oversaturate because
you might be exposed.
Yeah,
you're right about that. Yeah, but nah, that was just something I want to shine some light on, man. Women, female rappers, please hold it down again in 2024. Male rappers, wake up. You know what I'm saying? There's been some dope stuff, you know what I mean, that came out in the past year, but I think hip hop needs a resurgence this year. Like, they need a buzz. Like, I haven't been excited. Even the big ones. Drake dropped last year, and I like Drake's album. Don't get it twisted, but it's like I haven't felt anticipation for an album in a very long time.
But think about it. I mean, as you get older, I don't know that you're gonna.
That's gonna be the same like high school feeling.
Yeah, I just don't think so.
And also, when we were the age that I would have got excited about an album, music was packaged in a different way.
Yeah,
one radio, two radio stations.
You may have had to go and buy it, get exactly. Your CD. Like, it was an experience.
Yeah, exactly. And then, exactly, like you said, it was a whole. All right, I'm gonna get this, but then I'm listening to the interview that he does with Angie Martinez, and then he might be off. You know what I mean? You don't barely get that nowadays. Like, they was mad, not they, but Elliot Wilson was mad that Nicki went and did an interview with Kai Cenat as opposed to like Hip Hop Media. But I'm also like, I get it.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, Hip Hop Media is trying to. It feels almost gotcha, kind of like. I don't know why, but I felt like that for a while. Like, a lot of times you'll go somewhere and not even gotcha in a bad way. Because I used to respect that about the Breakfast Club. They would actually ask the questions that the public want to know. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it was 7:00 in the morning, bro. Like, do you really want that? Or do you want to go somewhere where it feels comfortable and you feel like you're chilling with your homeboy? You might want to go to a Kai Cenat. You might want to do the streaming thing. Or what Drake was doing when he did the Bobby Attoff, or I forgot her name, but it was the white girl. She does like the awkward kind of interviews.
Okay, yeah, she does those with a lot of people.
Yeah. But to me,
I feel like I'm seeing a lot more of those nowadays.
Yeah, because I think you'd rather do that because it don't feel like, for the artist, I think, as like I gotta be on my P's and Q's, as opposed to like. Nobody's really doing like crazy interviews like that other than the Breakfast Club nowadays.
Little Yachty shit is like that too.
Where you could just go and chop it up with him.
Yeah, like it's not formal. It's just just sitting down, chilling, talking.
And I think we're gonna see more of that because it's like I don't know if hip hop media treated the artist the way that the artists want to be treated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of gotta remember how Jay-Z would be like, "Yo, y'all put me on the cover." Y'all not doing that for me. You doing that because you know it sells more copies of your magazine. So it's like, make this a two-way street. Like, give me something at least. Give me a nice article. Don't make me read the article and now I'm tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel, you know what I mean? So I don't know where it's at. Maybe they could get back to it. I would love to see a lot of like more hip hop publication, but I'm also not mad. I think Kai Cenat is hip hop media now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's changing. Yeah. Like, what we once knew is not going to be tomorrow.
What it do is your guy DJ Playboy, man. You know I'm holding it down for the Perfect Talk podcast, and I'm so grateful that y'all checked out this short clip. But if y'all like what you see, man, go check out the full episodes, hit that subscribe button, and hop in the comments, baby.